Right now, while you sleep, your nighttime snacks may be quietly cutting off the very circulation that keeps you energized, active, and confident, especially below the waist. Most men over 60 chalk it up to just getting older when they notice slower arousal, cold feet in bed, or that lingering fatigue that hangs over the morning. But these aren't random signs of aging. They're early warning flags that your blood vessels, the tiny highways that carry oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, organs, and pelvic region, may be struggling. Here's the twist most people never hear. It's not always about age. It's often about what you put on your plate in the hours before bed. Some foods quietly narrow and stiffen your arteries. Others do the exact opposite, opening them, fueling repair, and boosting nitric oxide production while you sleep. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 5 everyday foods, most already in your kitchen, that work like an overnight repair crew for your circulation. One unusual combination even raises nitric oxide levels by 34% in just 48 hours. No pills, no expensive treatments. If better energy, warmer feet, and renewed confidence matter to you, stick with me. By the end, you'll know exactly what to reach for tonight to help your body heal and restore blood flow where it matters most. I'm Dr. Katherine Rotker, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond reclaim their circulation, vitality, and confidence. In my clinic, I've worked with more than 3,000 patients from all walks of life: retired teachers, factory workers, veterans, executives, and no matter their background, I've seen the same frustrating pattern. They notice their body slowing down. They feel less responsive, more tired, and sometimes disconnected from the part of themselves that made them feel alive. Many think the solution lies in a prescription or a risky procedure, but in most cases, the first and most powerful step comes from something far simpler: changing what they eat, especially at night. I've dedicated my career to giving men practical, science-backed tools they can use right away. No fads, no gimmicks. What I'm about to share with you is rooted in peer-reviewed research and decades of real-world results. These are the same steps I give my own patients, because I've seen them work over and over again. Tonight could be the turning point for your circulation and your confidence. So let's start by understanding exactly what's going wrong and why. If you've noticed your body feels slower, heavier, or less responsive than it used to, especially in the areas that matter most for your energy and intimacy, you're not alone. For many men over 60, the cause isn't just aging, it's poor circulation. Circulation is the lifeline of your body. Every cell, muscle, and organ relies on a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood. That blood travels through a vast network of vessels, from large arteries to tiny capillaries, to deliver nutrients, remove waste, and keep tissues healthy. When those vessels become stiff, narrow, or inflamed, blood flow slows down. Less blood reaches your legs, your feet, and yes, your pelvic region. At the root of this problem are 2 key issues. 1. Endothelial damage. The endothelium is the inner skin lining your blood vessels. When it's healthy, it produces nitric oxide, a natural chemical that relaxes and opens the vessels. Inflammation from poor diet, stress, or inactivity can damage this lining, reducing nitric oxide and tightening blood flow. 2. Arterial stiffness. Over time, high blood pressure, poor nutrition, and oxidative stress make your vessels less flexible. This makes it harder for them to respond when your body needs more blood, during exercise, activity, or intimacy. Evening eating habits often make things worse. Heavy, high-fat, or processed snacks eaten right before bed can trigger inflammation and oxidative stress while you sleep. Instead of repairing, your body spends the night dealing with damage. Let me tell you about Robert, a 64-year-old retired electrician from Ohio. When he first came to see me, he described his mornings as wading through mud. His legs felt heavy, his energy flat, and intimacy had become more of a memory than a reality. He assumed it was simply part of getting older. But after reviewing his habits, we found a clear culprit: his nightly meals. Beef or chicken almost every night, no seafood, and often a sugary dessert right before bed. His body never got the nutrients it needed for vessel repair. The good news? Once we addressed his evening nutrition, his results were striking. Within weeks, he felt lighter, more energetic, and reconnected with parts of his life he thought were gone. Here's the truth: you can't control the calendar, but you can control what's on your plate. And when you choose the right foods before bed, you give your body the tools it needs to rebuild circulation while you rest. That's the foundation for the plan I'm about to share with you. Here's the encouraging truth: your body has a built-in repair system for your circulation. Every night while you sleep, your blood vessels go through a maintenance cycle. Damaged cells are replaced, inflammation can calm down, and nitric oxide levels can be restored. But this process depends heavily on the fuel you give your body before bed. The solution is what I call the Nighttime Circulation Repair Plan, a set of 5 simple natural foods you eat in the evening, about 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. These aren't exotic or expensive. They're everyday foods that target the root causes of poor circulation: inflammation, vessel stiffness, and low nitric oxide. Each food works in its own way. Some relax your arteries, some strengthen their lining, others boost blood flow directly to your lower body. And when combined over time, they can make a remarkable difference in your energy, mobility, and intimacy. In the next few sections, I'll walk you through each food, the science behind it, real stories from my patients, and the exact way to add it to your evening routine for the best results. Let's start with the first one, a food many men are missing entirely from their diets. Food 1: fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel. When I tell my patients that one of the most powerful ways to restore circulation is by eating fatty fish, I usually get the same reaction: surprise. Many men see fish as optional, maybe something for special occasions, not an essential part of their weekly routine. But after 60, fatty fish isn't just food. It's therapeutic nutrition. The key lies in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These healthy fats keep your arteries flexible, reduce inflammation, and help your blood vessels produce nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes and opens your arteries so blood can flow freely. Without enough omega-3s, blood vessels can become stiff, making it harder for circulation to reach your legs, feet, and pelvic region. Take Robert, the 64-year-old retired electrician I mentioned earlier. Before we changed his diet, he ate chicken or beef almost every night, never fish. His omega-3 intake was barely half of what's recommended. We started small: baked salmon twice a week, sardines in olive oil for quick lunches. Within 6 weeks, he noticed warmer feet, better energy in the mornings, and a return of confidence in his intimacy. Science backs this up. The American Heart Association recommends at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week for cardiovascular health, and Harvard researchers have linked omega-3-rich diets to improved blood vessel function and reduced stiffness. 1 serving of salmon delivers about 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s, enough to make a measurable impact on circulation. Here's how to get the most benefit. Portion and timing: eat 4 to 6 ounces of fatty fish, 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, 2 or 3 nights a week. Variety: rotate between salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. Smaller fish tend to have lower mercury levels. Cooking method: bake, grill, or broil. Avoid deep frying. It destroys the delicate omega-3s. Pair with healthy fats. Drizzle with olive oil or serve with avocado to help your body absorb more of the nutrients. Worried about mercury? For most healthy men over 60, moderate fatty fish intake is safe, especially when choosing smaller species like sardines or mackerel. If you have a seafood allergy or simply dislike fish, an algae-based omega-3 supplement can provide similar benefits, but the whole food form delivers other nutrients that supplements can't match. Adding fatty fish to your evening meal is one of the fastest ways to nourish your blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and support stronger, healthier circulation while you sleep. And when you pair this with the next food, a simple warm drink with ancient roots, the results can go even deeper. Food 2. Ginger and turmeric tea. The next evening circulation booster isn't a heavy meal at all. It's a warm, soothing tea that works while you sleep. The combination of ginger and turmeric has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, and modern science now confirms what ancient healers already knew. These two spices are powerful allies for your blood vessels. Let's start with ginger. Its active compound, gingerol, is a natural vasodilator, meaning it helps your blood vessels relax and open up. That's essential if you want blood flowing freely to your hands, feet, and pelvic region. Ginger also improves how well your body absorbs other nutrients, which means it can make the rest of your evening meal more effective. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is one of the most potent anti-inflammatory agents found in nature. It calms the silent inflammation that damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels and lowers nitric oxide production. When inflammation drops, your arteries can do their job better, keeping blood moving smoothly to every part of your body. Here's the best part. Ginger and turmeric work even better together. Ginger increases the absorption of curcumin, while curcumin amplifies the anti-inflammatory benefits of ginger. This synergy can make a noticeable difference in circulation, especially in areas that tend to get less blood flow as we age. James, a 72-year-old retired contractor, came to me with legs that felt like anchors. Walking was tiring, and by evening, his energy was gone. We kept it simple. 1 cup of ginger turmeric tea each night, made with 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder stirred into hot water. 3 weeks later, James said his legs felt lighter, his energy had improved, and his confidence had quietly returned. Here's how to get the most from this tea. Timing. Drink it 2 to 3 hours before bed. This gives your body time to absorb the compounds without causing bloating or interfering with sleep. Recipe: 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, 1.2 teaspoon turmeric powder. Hot water. Add a pinch of black pepper to further boost curcumin absorption. Start small. If you're on blood thinners or have gallbladder issues, begin with smaller amounts and check with your doctor first. Even though it's simple, this tea works at multiple levels, reducing inflammation, opening up blood vessels, and improving nutrient delivery while you sleep. It's a warm, comforting way to end your day and set the stage for better circulation overnight. Next, we'll move to a colorful food group that's as delicious as it is powerful for your blood vessels, and it works in just weeks. Food 3. Mixed berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. The third food in your nighttime circulation plan is something you might already enjoy: a bowl of fresh berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and even blackberries are far more than just a sweet treat. They are packed with anthocyanins, the natural plant pigments that give them their rich blue, red, and purple colors. Anthocyanins are circulation superheroes. They strengthen the inner lining of your blood vessels, improve flexibility, and boost nitric oxide production. That means they don't just make your arteries healthier, they help them respond faster when your body needs more blood flow, whether that's during a brisk walk or intimate moments. Thomas, a 68-year-old retired accountant, was skeptical when I first suggested berries. He was dealing with heavy legs, poor sleep, and a dip in energy. "You're telling me a bowl of fruit will fix this?" he said with a raised eyebrow. Still, he agreed to try it. 1 cup of mixed berries, unsweetened, about 2 hours before bed. Within 3 weeks, the heaviness in his legs had eased, his sleep was deeper, and his mornings didn't feel like a battle anymore. Science supports these results. Studies show anthocyanin-rich foods can improve blood vessel function by up to 53% and reduce arterial stiffness, two of the main culprits in poor circulation. Berries also help fight inflammation and oxidative stress, protecting your arteries from long-term damage. Here's how to make berries work for you. Portion and timing: 1/2 to 1 cup of fresh or frozen berries, 1 to 3 hours before bed. Avoid added sugar. Choose fresh or frozen berries without sweeteners. Added sugar can spike blood sugar and undo the benefits. Mix it up. Rotate blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries for a wider range of antioxidants. Pair with protein. A small serving of plain Greek yogurt can help stabilize blood sugar and keep you satisfied until morning. For most men, berries are safe to eat daily, but if you're on blood thinners or have a sensitive stomach, start with a smaller portion and see how you respond. Adding berries to your evening routine gives your blood vessels exactly what they need to repair and perform better overnight. You may notice lighter legs, warmer feet, and more morning energy within a few weeks. Next, we'll look at an evening snack that's small in size but big in impact, one that fuels your body with the building blocks for better blood flow all night long. Food 4: walnuts. Small, crunchy, and often overlooked, walnuts are one of the most powerful circulation-boosting foods you can eat in the evening. They're not just a snack. They're what I call a functional food, meaning they actively work to improve your body's performance. Walnuts are rich in L-arginine, an amino acid your body uses to make nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens your blood vessels, allowing blood to move more freely, especially to areas that often get less circulation as we age, like your legs, feet, and pelvic region. But that's only half the story. Walnuts are also one of the best plant sources of ALA omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation and restore flexibility to stiff arteries. Together, L-arginine and omega-3s give you a double benefit: better blood flow now, and healthier blood vessels for the long run. Here's why evening timing matters. Throughout the day, stress, activity, and even long periods of sitting burn through your nitric oxide reserves. By night, your vessels are less efficient. Eating walnuts 2 to 3 hours before bed replenishes the raw materials for nitric oxide production, just as your body enters its natural overnight repair phase. One of my patients, Mark, a 66-year-old retired postal worker, struggled with cold feet and morning fatigue. He started eating about an ounce of walnuts, roughly 14 halves, in the evening while watching TV. Within a month, he noticed his feet were warmer at night, and his morning walks felt easier. Here's how to make walnuts work for you. Portion: stick to 1 ounce, about 14 halves. More is not better. They are calorie-dense. Timing: 2 to 3 hours before bed, on their own or with a small piece of fruit. Avoid additives. Choose raw or dry-roasted walnuts without added salt, sugar, or oils. Rotate nuts. While walnuts are the focus here, alternating with other nuts can add variety. But keep walnuts in your routine for their unique nutrient profile. Caution: if you have a tree nut allergy, walnuts are off limits, and for those with sensitive digestion, start with a smaller portion and build up. Walnuts may be small, but they're a nightly investment in better blood flow, warmer extremities, and stronger morning energy. And when you combine them with the next food, a rich, savory ingredient that becomes even more powerful when cooked, your circulation support reaches a whole new level. Food 5. Cooked tomatoes. The last food in your nighttime circulation plan might already be in your pantry. Tomatoes. But here's the secret. To unlock their full power, they need to be cooked. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a natural antioxidant that protects and repairs your blood vessels. When you cook tomatoes, whether in a soup, stew, or sauce, the heat transforms lycopene into a form your body can absorb far more easily. In fact, cooking can increase lycopene availability by up to 23 times compared to raw tomatoes. Lycopene works in multiple ways. It reduces oxidative stress, calms inflammation, and helps your blood vessels produce more nitric oxide. It also blocks an enzyme called ACE, which can cause blood vessels to tighten and blood pressure to rise. The result? More relaxed vessels, better blood flow, and less strain on your heart. Benefits that extend all the way to your pelvic region. One of my patients, Edward, a 70-year-old retired high school coach, hadn't touched tomatoes in years because he thought they were just empty vegetables. We added a simple bowl of tomato soup to his dinner 3 nights a week, cooked with a splash of olive oil. Within 2 months, his blood pressure had dropped slightly, his legs felt less tired, and his wife said he seemed more energetic in every sense of the word. Here's how to get the most out of cooked tomatoes. Portion and timing. Include a serving in your evening meal, 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Pair with healthy fat. Cook with olive oil. Lycopene is fat-soluble, and the oil boosts absorption. Keep it simple. Tomato soup, marinara sauce, or roasted tomatoes all work. Avoid heavy additives. Skip cream-heavy sauces or excess salt that can counteract the benefits. A quick word of caution. If you're sensitive to nightshades or have certain autoimmune conditions, tomatoes might not be for you. And if you're on medication for high blood pressure, monitor your numbers, as lycopene may naturally enhance the effects. For most men, though, adding cooked tomatoes to the evening meal is a delicious way to give your blood vessels a nightly tune-up. And when you combine this with the other 4 foods, you create a powerful natural formula for stronger, healthier circulation. Next, I'll show you how these foods work together and why their combined effect can be greater than the sum of their parts. Each of the 5 foods we've talked about, fatty fish, ginger and turmeric tea, mixed berries, walnuts, and cooked tomatoes, works on its own to improve blood flow. But when you bring them together, the benefits don't just add up, they multiply. Think of your circulation like a 3-part system. 1. The pipes, your blood vessels. 2. The pump, your heart. 3. The signal system, nitric oxide, telling your vessels when to open. Fatty fish delivers omega-3s to keep the pipes flexible. Ginger and turmeric reduce inflammation so the walls stay smooth and responsive. Berries strengthen the vessel lining and raise nitric oxide levels. Walnuts give your body the raw materials to keep producing nitric oxide overnight. Cooked tomatoes act like a maintenance crew, repairing oxidative damage and lowering the pressure in the system. When all of these foods are in your weekly routine, you create a chain reaction. More nitric oxide production, greater vessel flexibility, less inflammation and oxidative stress, better overnight repair while you sleep. I saw this clearly with one of my patients, Alan, a 69-year-old former firefighter. At first, he only added fatty fish and walnuts. His energy improved a little, but his legs still felt heavy in the evenings. Over the next month, he gradually introduced berries, ginger turmeric tea, and cooked tomatoes into his routine. By week 8, he reported warmer feet at night, easier movement in the mornings, and a stronger sense of vitality in his relationship with his wife. It wasn't magic, it was biology. His body had the right combination of nutrients working together to open blood vessels, protect them from damage, and restore healthy circulation patterns. That's the real takeaway. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight, but the more of these foods you add consistently, the greater the improvement you'll see. Start with 1 or 2, build up over a few weeks, and give your body the chance to create that synergy. In the next section, I'll share the common mistakes that can slow or even stop your progress, so you can avoid them and keep your results moving in the right direction. Common mistakes to avoid. Even the best circulation-boosting foods can fall short if certain habits get in the way. Over the years, I've seen 3 common mistakes that keep men from getting the results they want. Mistake 1. Eating too close to bedtime. If you eat these foods within an hour of lying down, your body focuses on digestion instead of repair. This can cause bloating, indigestion, and disrupted sleep. Worse, it limits how effectively your body can use the nutrients for circulation. Aim for a 2 to 3 hour gap between your last bite and bedtime. Mistake 2. Overeating healthy foods. Walnuts, fatty fish, and even berries are nutrient-rich, but they also contain calories. Eating large portions, thinking more is better, can lead to weight gain. Extra weight puts more strain on your blood vessels and heart, undoing the very benefits you're working toward. Stick to the recommended serving sizes. Mistake 3. Relying on supplements instead of whole foods. While omega-3 capsules or turmeric pills can help in certain situations, they often miss the full spectrum of nutrients and synergistic compounds found in real foods. Whole foods deliver vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants that work together in ways a supplement can't replicate. Use supplements only as a backup, not your main strategy. Avoiding these mistakes can make the difference between small improvements and life-changing results. Remember, your body thrives on consistency, proper timing, and balance. Get those right, and the foods you've learned about will have the best chance to work their magic. In the next section, I'll give you a simple, step-by-step 30-day plan to help you start small, stay consistent, and see results you can feel. 30-day action plan. Making a big change all at once can feel overwhelming. That's why I recommend building your nighttime circulation plan gradually, so it becomes a natural part of your life. Here's a simple month-long roadmap. Week 1. Start with 2 foods. Pick any 2 from the list. For example, fatty fish and berries. Have each of them at least 3 nights this week. This will give your body a gentle boost without feeling like a diet overhaul. Week 2. Add a 3rd. Introduce ginger turmeric tea to your evening routine about 2 to 3 hours before bed. Keep your first 2 foods in place. You should start noticing small changes like warmer feet or lighter legs. Week 3. Add walnuts or cooked tomatoes. Choose 1 more food from the remaining 2 and work it into your evening meal or snack. You're now giving your body a wider range of nutrients to repair blood vessels overnight. Week 4. Use all 5. By the end of the month, aim to rotate all 5 foods throughout the week. You don't need to eat them every night, but 5 or 6 nights a week will give you the best results. This steady, layered approach gives your body time to adjust and ensures the improvements you make are sustainable. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Even small steps, done regularly, can lead to major changes in how you feel. Next, let's recap the core benefits of this plan and talk about your next step towards stronger circulation and renewed confidence. By now, you know exactly which 5 foods can help restore circulation while you sleep. Fatty fish, ginger turmeric tea, berries, walnuts, and cooked tomatoes. You've seen how they open up blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and boost nitric oxide, all without medications or risky procedures. The benefits go far beyond warmer feet or lighter legs. When your circulation improves, you feel more energized in the morning, more confident in your daily activities, and more connected in your intimate life. That's why I want you to take action tonight. You don't have to start with all 5 foods. Just choose one you enjoy and add it to your evening routine, 2 or 3 hours before bed. From there, build up over time. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Which food will you try first? Type your answer in the comments below. Your choice might inspire another man to take his first step toward better health. If this video helped you, click like so more men over 60 can find it. Share it with a friend who could use a boost in energy and circulation. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, science-backed tips that work for men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Remember, better circulation starts with one simple choice, and that choice can start tonight. I want you to know, it is never too late to improve your circulation, your energy, and your confidence. I've seen men in their late 70s turn things around with small, consistent changes. Your body is remarkably resilient. Even after years of slow decline, it can respond when you give it the right tools. Tonight is an opportunity, a chance to stop the slow slide and start building back strength from the inside out. Every evening you choose one of these foods, you're sending your body a message. Repair, restore, keep going. Picture yourself 6 weeks from now, walking with lighter legs, waking up with more energy, feeling warmer and more alive in every part of your body. That future is possible, and it starts with the choice you make tonight. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is the next meal you have before bed. Start there, stay consistent, and let your body show you what it can still do. Your story isn't over. This is just the next chapter, and it can be a stronger, healthier, more confident one. I want you to know, it is never too late to improve your circulation, your energy, and your confidence. I've seen men in their late 70s turn things around with small, consistent changes. Your body is remarkably resilient. Even after years of slow decline, it can respond when you give it the right tools. Tonight is an opportunity, a chance to stop the slow slide and start building back strength from the inside out. Every evening you choose one of these foods. You're sending your body a message. Repair, restore, keep going. Picture yourself 6 weeks from now, walking with lighter legs, waking up with more energy, feeling warmer and more alive in every part of your body. That future is possible, and it starts with the choice you make tonight. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is the next meal you have before bed. Start there, stay consistent, and let your body show you what it can still do. Your story isn't over. This is just the next chapter, and it can be a stronger, healthier, more confident one.